Hey guys, I'm here with my Emagine project I've just finished. Before I get started and show you the product, I'll show you kind of where I got my inspiration from. Oopsies. Um, so I've been seeing these kind of around Pinterest and stuff where I look, and if you look up travel posters, there's some really cool ones. This is one of my favorites, and I don't know. You can kind of just get the feel from these ones of what I was going for. And I just thought it would be really cool to do one of these of Lindsborg. So I started off making this one. I was really excited about it. But basically, you can see in this one, I just make shapes and then just like place them behind each other to kind of like make like there's hills in the distance type thing. And then to make the Coronado Heights, I just used the pen tool, and if I can find it, I don't know if I have it on this, but I basically just went around this, and then on the inside, I kind of just used the pencil tool to shade it in, as you can see. So that was pretty simple. Just, it looks really difficult, but once you just kind of break it down into sections, like the tower, the clouds, it's really easy. And then I chose kind of a retro color scheme, and I just filled it in with the eyedropper tool. And then I found these trees, these free domain trees online, and I just kind of placed them wherever. So yeah, I started out using layers, but honestly, my brain does not think in layers. It like thinks as all one picture. I don't know why I just cannot use layers. It just like made it really confusing to me. So that was my first one I made. I made it like really early, like before we were even supposed to start the project. I made it like right away. So that was my first one. And then my second one, I have some screen capture to kind of show you the process of making one of these. The church was more labor intensive because I had to like outline, like it wasn't Coronado Heights, pretty simple shape and pretty easy shading, but it was like a whole church that has like a bunch of details. So that was harder. As you can see here, I just kind of outlined each thing. And then I had to like I kind of joined each segment together, and then I used the shape builder tool, and so I made each of these a shape that I could fill in, and then I made a color palette like I did on my other one. See, I made this color palette using the picture I got the inspiration from actually this time, instead of like offline or off something. I made it myself. And so I kind of filled it in with the same corresponding colors. This one I'm probably the most proud of. I really liked how this one turned out. But yeah, you can see I just filled in each shape. Pretty simple. I used the same trees on all of them to kind of tie them all together. So yeah, that was that one. And then my hardest one, I was kind of procrastinating, so I saved till last. My inspiration picture was this one. But I wanted to change the doll horse because I didn't feel like that one like represented Lindsborg as well as I wanted it to. So I created this, which is probably my least favorite, but hey, you have to have a least favorite, I guess, in a group. I again found the color palette online this time. I don't know. I don't have the picture here, I don't think. Sorry, my artboard's a mess, but so yeah, I started image or like tracing this one with my pen tool, but of course they like leave out some stuff and it's like really far back. So I ended up using like a bunch of different images to kind of come up with this image right here. And then I traced this dollar horse, and then I kind of like used my pencil tool to do the shading. I used a lot of clipping masks. I don't think I told you guys that, but you see like how there's overlay? I'd always just have like a shape in the front, and then I just use clipping masks a lot. Excuse me? Anyways, I also did that on the dollar horse too, with the lines and the shading, because I didn't want to like make it exact on the line. I don't know. That's just who I am. So, as you can see, I'm not a very organized person. Um but yep, I used the same trees. Used what was on my color palette for all of this. This one is a lot bigger color palette too than the other ones. But yep, those were my final products, and I can show you them all together. So yeah, these were my final products. I'm still pretty proud of them, even though I didn't like how all of them turned out. I mean, they're still pretty good. So, thanks for listening to my voice for like a very long time. Longer than you should, probably. But that's my stuff, and that's what I did for Emagine. So,